Hi, I'm Bailey, and I'm so grateful that you're joining me for your yoga practice today. Let's begin in a seated position. Feel free to sit on top of a cushion or a folded blanket. You can sit in a cross-legged position, or you can sit in a kneeling position, however is comfortable for you. Bring your hands on your lap with your palms facing upwards. Sit up nice and tall. And go ahead and close your eyes if it feels comfortable to do so. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Notice anywhere that you can relax in the body. Take an inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhaling, relaxing your shoulders down your back. Relaxing any other muscles that need to be released. Inhale all the way to the top. And exhale all the way to the bottom. Continue to take deep breaths just like this, in and out of the nose. On your inhale, fill up your body completely. And on your exhale, empty your body completely. Let's take one more deep breath in together. And a deep breath out together. Now bring your hands at heart center in a prayer position. Lift your heart up towards your hands. Relax the space between your eyebrows, your forehead, your third eye. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Think of what you're needing more of in your life right now. Think of this intention as a seed that you're planting. And again, repeat to yourself, my intention is. And then we'll chant Om together. Exhale completely. Inhale all the way to the top. You can release your hands back down to your lap with your palms facing upwards, sitting nice and tall. Gently flutter your eyes open and notice the first thing that you see. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, let's shift into a tabletop position. Bringing your hands and your knees down to your yoga mat. Moving through cow and cat pose. On your inhale, move through cow pose, dropping your belly, lifting your chest up and lifting your tailbone up. On your exhale, round through your back, tucking your tail under, puffing up the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale through cow pose. Exhale through cat pose. One more time. Follow your in-breath all the way through. And follow your out-breath all the way through. And then come to a neutral spine, tabletop position. Extend your right leg back. Lift your right foot off the floor just at hip height. And then reach your left arm forwards. If you need more balance, you could always curl that left foot underneath. Really reaching that left arm forwards with the thumb up. And really kicking your right heel back, flexing the foot. Take an inhale. On your exhale, round your elbow to your knee and your knee to your elbow. It's okay if they don't touch. Inhale, extend, reaching opposite arm away from opposite leg. And then exhale, round, pull them together using the abdominals. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Now listen carefully, put your left hand down where it was, but keep that right leg lifted. Now I want you to imagine as if you're peeing on a fire hydrant, a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Open your right knee out to the right towards the right shoulder. Now circle the right knee towards the chest and extend the right leg back. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, right knee over to right shoulder, elbow, knee to chest, and extend the leg back. Take an inhale. Exhale 1 more time. Follow the whole exhale. And inhale, extend the leg back. Now we're going to reverse that. So on your exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Open the knee out wide and all the way back. Take an inhale. 2 more times. Exhale, knee to chest. Out wide. Back. Take an inhale. And 1 more. Really opening up the hip. And then just go ahead and place your right knee down. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So extend the left leg back. Lift the left foot off the floor. Reach your right arm forwards. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, round elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Keep going. Following the breath. Really reach, reach, reach. Put that right hand down where it was. Same thing on the other side with the hip circles. So on your exhale, right knee goes out to the left. Left knee goes out to the left towards the left elbow, in towards the chest, and then extend the leg back. And again. And 1 more time. And then reverse. So first the left knee comes towards the chest, out to the side, and back. And do that 2 more times. And then go ahead and place your knee on the ground where it was, tabletop. Open your knees out wider, bring your big toes together. Bring your hips to your heels and rest in child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat or to a pillow or to the tops of your hands. If you have real tight hips, feel free to sway side to side. Eventually arriving to stillness if you aren't there already. Taking deep breaths in and out of your nose. One more deep breath. And then come back to a tabletop position. Take your knees in so that they're underneath your hip bones. Flip your right hand under with the fingers pointing towards the left hand. So now your palm is facing up. Spread your fingers out wide. And on your exhale, curl your fingers towards your palm. A nice wrist stretch. Inhale, expand your hand, opening it up. Exhale, curling the fingers towards the palm. And one more time, opening it up and curling it in. And then just switch hands. So right hand comes down, Flip the left hand over so the palm is up and the fingers are facing towards the right hand, so your elbow is facing out. Spread the fingers out wide and then curl the fingers towards the palm. And do that 2 more times slowly. Fully extending the hand open wide and fully curling, contracting the hand. 1 more. And then just bring both hands down. Let's find high plank, so extend your right leg back, extend your left leg back. Your butt shouldn't be too high and it shouldn't be sinking too low. Press away from the floor with your hands and your arms, lift those armpits away from the floor and extend through your legs, reaching your heels back. Shift forwards as if you're peeking over the edge of your mat. Drop your knees down to the ground. Bend your elbows back so they're going towards the ribs and lower halfway down, look forwards. Inhale, rise back up, straighten the arms. 2 more, exhale, bend the elbows, lower halfway, look forwards. Inhale, rise up. 1 more, lower down halfway, reaching that chest forwards. And then lower the chest all the way down with the butt still up in the air. Now press the hip bones down. Reach the chest forwards as you extend those legs back, coming into cobra pose. Hug those elbows back as you lift the heart forwards and up. 1 more inhale here. Exhale, lower your chest, lower your head. Inhale, press up to tabletop position. And exhale, find child's pose, hips to heels. One more deep breath here. Inhale, come back to tabletop position. This time extend your left leg back, extend your right leg back. Take an inhale in high plank. On your exhale, send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. So really press those hands down and forwards as you send your butt up and back. If you're feeling any tension in your low back, you might want to try bending your knees and lifting your heels so you can create more space for your spine to extend. Take another deep breath here. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you. On your exhale, curl your right knee towards your nose, shift forward, shoulders over wrists, and step your right foot all the way up. You may need to use your hand to assist your foot up there. Drop your left knee down, uncurl your left foot. Go ahead and bring your hands on top of your right thigh. Lunge your hips down, but lift your heart up, maybe even look up. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down to frame your right foot. Curl your back foot underneath, lift your back knee up. Step your right foot back. Take an inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Next inhale, extend your left leg back, up and back. Exhale, curl knee to nose, shift shoulders over wrists, and step the left foot all the way up. Drop your right knee down, uncurl your right foot, bring your hands on top of your left thigh. Lunge your hips down, press your thigh down and forwards as you lift your heart up. Look all the way up. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down to frame your left foot, step back to high plank. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards your hands and slowly walk your feet up to your hands, coming into a forward fold. You can keep a deep bend in your knees. We're going to slowly roll up to stand, lifting one vertebrae of the spine up at a time. Once you're at the top, on an inhale, reach your arms out, around, and up. Palms touch at the top. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And arms down by your side in mountain pose. For mountain pose, you can have your feet hip bone distance apart, so a little bit apart from each other, or you can have your feet all the way together, whichever makes you feel more stable. Next inhale, reach your arms out, around, and up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back, coming into a lunge. Drop the left knee, uncurl the left foot. This time on the inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Palms can touch at the top. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame your right foot. Step back to high plank. And then downward facing dog, hips up and back. Take a breath. Step your left foot up. Coming into that lunge, drop your right knee, uncurl your right foot. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms together at the top. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Half lift on your next inhale, extend your spine forward, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, and down by your sides. Inhale, reach out, around, and up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back, drop your right knee, uncurl your right foot, reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, high plank to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Step your right foot up, drop your left knee, uncurl your left foot, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, step up, forward fold. Half lift on your inhale, extend the crown of the head forwards. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, and arms down by your side. Just take a moment here in mountain pose. Feel free to close your eyes. Notice yourself right now compared to yourself at the beginning of class. Maybe you feel more warm, more active, energized. Maybe you feel more present. Just notice whatever is here right now. You can open your eyes. Let's step our feet apart a little wider. We're going to bend the knees and just start to shake the body. Just give a little bounce, let your arms dangle. This is our time just for some free-form movement. So you can just continue to bounce and shake the body. You can add in some arm circles. You can do a little dance. Feel free to close your eyes and just feel into your body. You can bob your head around. No one's watching, so whatever feels right now, go ahead and do it. Feel your body moving in space. Let's keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. Exhale here. You can open your eyes if they're closed. And go ahead and find your way to the middle of your mat, facing the long edge of the mat. Stand up nice and tall in mountain pose. We're going to jump or step our feet out wide. So give a bend in your knees. Jump or step feet out wide, arms come into a T. Setting up for triangle pose, turn your right foot to the right, 90 degrees. Turn your left foot to the right, 60 degrees, so both feet are going towards the right. Right hip bumps the left hip back as you reach over to the right. And then lower your right hand down and lift your left arm up. You can have your right hand on your leg, your foot, maybe on a yoga block, or all the way down to the floor. Press those 4 corners of your feet down as you lift the arches of your feet up. Strengthen up through those legs. Outer hips hugging in. Extend your spine so the crown of the head is reaching forwards as the hips are pulling back. And then go ahead and look to that top arm. Make sure it's not going too far back behind you. should be going straight up from the shoulder. And then you can rotate the chest upwards, so as if the heart is rotating towards your top thumb. 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, rise up. Turn your feet to the left. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left hip bumps the right hip back as you reach, reach, reach. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Build your triangle pose. Focus on the breath. Deepening the breath can help to expand the posture. One more breath here. Next inhale, rise up. Turn your feet forwards, bend your knees, step or jump your feet together, and bring your arms down by your side. Take one more deep breath in mountain pose. And on your next inhale, bend your knees, step or jump your feet out wide, arms into a T. Setting up for side angle pose, turn your right foot to the right, turn your left foot to the right, bend that right knee over the right ankle. You can bring your forearm to your thigh with the palm facing up and reach that top arm overhead. Or to go further, you could bring that right hand all the way down to a yoga block or to the floor on the outside of your right foot. Bending that front knee over the front ankle, really hug that right hip in. Straighten through your back leg and really reach that left arm forwards. Fingertips reaching forwards. You can look all the way to your palm. First extending through the spine and then maybe rotating the chest up. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, rise up. Turn your feet to the left and do the same thing on the other side. Maybe starting with the forearm to thigh, reaching the arm over, staying here and expanding, or maybe bringing that hand down lower. Following the inhale all the way through, and following the exhale all the way through. One more breath. Next inhale, rise up, turn your feet forwards, step or jump your feet together, arms by your side, and just take a few deep breaths in mountain pose. Let's come to the top of the mat. On an inhale, reach your arms out, around, and up. On an exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, coming into your lunge. This time we'll do high lunge, so keep that back knee lifted. On your inhale, reach your arms forwards and then up. Palms come together at the top. Make that back leg strong, really reach those fingertips up. Inhale. On your exhale, twist, bringing the back of your left arm to the top of your right thigh. Maybe the elbow comes all the way over to the outer side of the knee. Really straighten through that back leg. Extend the crown of the head forwards, and then rotate the chest towards your hands. One more breath here. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step to the top, forward fold, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's do chair pose, sit down and back, reach your arms forwards and up, take an inhale. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Step that right foot back now, setting up for your high lunge. Inhale, rise up. One more inhale here in high lunge. Exhale, twist, right elbow to left thigh. Straighten through that back leg, reach the crown of your head forwards, and then twist. Next exhale, hands down to the floor, step up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit down and back. Reach up. Exhale, stand all the way up. Take a few breaths here in mountain pose. And one more breath. And one more sun salutation. Inhale, reach out, around and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. You can do chaturanga or lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. We're going to set up for half pigeon. So step your right foot up. Heel toe your right foot all the way to the left. Angle the shin and bring the right knee down. Drop that left knee, uncurl the left foot. So your shin doesn't have to be parallel with the top of the mat. It can be at an angle. You can put a pillow underneath the right hip if you need to. Come to your fingertips, sit up tall, take an inhale. And on your exhale, maybe you lower down to the forearms. Maybe you use a prop underneath your head or your chest. Maybe you're able to stack your hands and bring your forehead all the way down to your hands. Doesn't matter where you are. It'll probably feel intense at first. But as you breathe deeply, you'll slowly settle into the posture. The breath will go from being deep initially to becoming more subtle. One more breath here. On your next inhale, come back up to your hands. Curl that back foot underneath, lift your back knee up, step it back to downward facing dog. Switch sides, step the left foot up, heel toe the left foot all the way to the right, and drop that left knee down. And so again, that shin can be angled. Drop that back knee if you haven't already, uncurl the back foot. Come to the fingertips. Again, if you need to move that prop underneath the left hip now, feel free to do so. On your exhale, if you can, come down to those forearms. Maybe using a prop underneath you for support. Maybe lowering all the way down. It should feel challenging, but not painful. So use props or adjust yourself if you're feeling pain. Settle into your breath. Where can you relax your body? And take one more deep breath here. Next inhale, come back to your hands. Step it back to downward facing dog for one more time. And then drop your knees and send your hips into child's pose. Feel free to bring your arms down by your sides now with the palms facing up. Bring your hands onto your lap and slowly sit up onto your heels. If your knees are out wide, go ahead and take your thighs together. Sitting up in virasana or hero's pose. And go ahead and swing your legs out in front of you and scoot towards the middle of your mat. Setting up for boat pose, bring your hands underneath your thighs, sit up nice and tall. Tippy toes to the floor as the heels lift, leaning back but sitting tall. And then lift your shins, lift your legs. Shins are parallel to the floor. Stay here with your hands under your thighs for support or reach your arms forwards. Continuing to breathe deeply, breathing all the way through. It might help to pick a spot to focus on in front of you. Next, we're going to lower halfway down by extending the legs forwards and leaning back like we're in a recliner chair. You can keep your arms reaching forwards or you can bring your hands behind your head for more challenge. 2 more breaths here. Really straighten those legs. 1 more inhale. And exhale, lay all the way down to the ground. One more deep breath, just lying down. And then go ahead and bend your knees and place your feet on the floor, setting up for bridge pose. Arms by your side, press those palms down. Bring your low back towards the ground as you lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. And then scoop those hips up. You can shimmy those shoulders closer together and clasp your hands together if you'd like. Three more breaths. One more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release your hips down to the floor. Heel toe your feet out wider. Let your knees knock into each other. Bring your left hand over your chest, your heart center. And bring your right hand over your belly. And close your eyes if you'd like. Connect your mind to your body through conscious breathing. One more. Heel toe your feet together and hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side. And then drop your knees over to the left for a spinal twist. Reach your arms out wide. Feel free to use a pillow, either in between your legs or underneath your knees. You could also use your left hand as an anchor, holding that top leg on top of the left. Make sure that both shoulders are relaxed. And maybe you're turning your head in the opposite direction. Eyes can be closed. lift your knees to the center, give them a hug. Then drop your knees to the opposite side. On every exhale, relaxing the body. And go ahead and hug your knees to your chest. Give a big squeeze. Lift head to knees. Feel free to take a happy baby pose, reaching between the legs, grabbing for the feet, spreading the feet out towards the ceiling. You can continue to rock side to side. And once you're ready, settle into Shavasana, your final resting posture. body in space. And deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll out your wrists and ankles. Take a big stretch. Roll over to your right side in a fetal position. And then press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Just as we began class, have your palms facing up on your lap, sitting nice and tall, and feel free to close your eyes. On your next exhale, bring your hands together at heart center in a prayer position. Lift your heart up towards your hands. Relax the space between your eyebrows, your forehead, your third eye. And take a moment to recall the intention that you set at the beginning of class. And we'll chant Om. Exhale completely. Inhale all the way to the top. I recognize and I honor the divine light that shines within each of you. Let's bow together in respect. Namaste.